Lifestylers, Paul Kramer coming to you from the Leader Chat Room at Lifestyles Home Office in Toronto, Canada. Come on in, everybody. Great to be with you today. Got a really great guest lined up. But just before we get to that, I want to say a special thank you and a special shout out to my previous guest from last week, GMD Peng Mendoza. Just want to thank Peng for coming on, being so honest and so candid with everybody. I hope you found it inspiring. I know I certainly did. So thanks again to GMD Peng. But this week we have another equally impressive guest in the Leader Chat Room, and let me tell you a little bit about her. She's a certified public accountant by training. She joined Lifestyles in December of 2000. She was promoted to Global Marketing Director in September of 2003. In 2006 and 2012, she was our National Ambassador. She's the 2013 Loyalty and Dedication Award winner. She's the 2017 Lifestyles Achievement Award winner. She's the 2020 Digital Ambassador. And if that wasn't enough, folks, she's also a best-selling author. And we're going to get into all of this today. So let's welcome her into the Leader Chat Room from Cebu City, Global Marketing Director, Eva Aradillos. Good morning, GMD Eva.
Good morning, Paul.
Are you excited to be here? Yes or yes?
Yes, and nervous too, since last week.
Well, there's nothing to be nervous about. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome into the Leader Chat Room. I know everybody out there is really excited to see what you have to say. And you know, when I was introducing you, I went through all your list of awards, and it's a long list. And I told everybody that you joined Lifestyles back in December of 2000. So if you can remember back 21 years ago, what was it that made you join Lifestyles?
Okay, so year 2000, yes, I can still remember. I was playing tennis at the time, and my relative told me to go to the upline. And at that time, I'm not sure yet where to sign up, whether with my relative or my sister. But anyway, I went with him. So I went to the upline's house, and the first thing she asked the upline, have you ever take intra? Have you taken intra already? I said, no, I haven't taken intra yet. But my husband have seen positive result with the allergic rhinitis. My husband was gone, and I know that it was really a great product. But believe it or not, Paul, I haven't tasted it yet. This is my first time herbal, first time in network marketing. And she gave me 1 ounce of intra. So what can I do? So I just drank it. And I said to myself, what will happen to me now? Because I'm not a believer of this stuff, but I consider network marketing because I really don't want to work, and I was not inspired by my boss. And seeing her from a distance, I said, I don't want this kind of life. So that's what happened. I'm looking for opportunity, and I've tried poultry, pharmacy, grocery, and nothing happened. Right. 11 years working. I even went to America, but nothing happened. So since I've seen that the product really works, and I said to myself, out of elimination, this is the only thing I haven't tried. So that's what happened. Yeah. So I said to myself, if I cannot sell it, I just drink it. Right. And if I'm not sure I'm gonna be wealthy, I'm sure I'm gonna be healthy and pretty too if I cannot sell all of them. Well, so that's what happened, Paul.
Well, when did you decide to take the business seriously? Like, you started out, you were just interested in the products, right? But from the business standpoint, when did you decide, or when did you realize that this is a serious business opportunity?
Actually, when I went to my upline's house, I was really considering business already, because I've seen that this is the only way that I can be rich without having much capital. So really, when the only thing I've asked when this presentation was shown to me is somebody reached the highest ladder, and they said yes. And that's the only question I want the answer. So, and I said to myself, this is all about my journey. It's all about my attitude, because I know that this opportunity is real. The only variable of success is my attitude, and that's the only thing I want to know, if there's somebody who really did it in the up ladder of success.
Right, right,
And
right.
after that, I just work.
Yeah. Now, did you have, because a lot of people when they join the business, they're very excited, right? And they have great desire to be successful, but it can be hard at times, right? It's a simple business, but you have to work, right? It's networking, so there's work involved. And when you started, did you have any moments where you sort of thought, oh, this is hard, or maybe you weren't sure about it? And if you did have those moments, how did you overcome it?
uh, I'm I'm blessed enough that in my third month doing the business, I already have a check. I
Mm,
already earning income.
right.
So I'm blessed to have that. But of course, there are a lot of challenges in this business. But I always say it's all about mindset.
Mm,
It's all about character building. And because already tried uh, employment for 11 years. I've been a manager in that area, and I've tried also traditional business, and I've tried being an OFW. And I think there's nothing more that I haven't tried. So I think I should do best with this. And I also love the freedom. I
mm,
can't see that in my employment, but here, freedom. That's what I love here,
right.
total freedom. So that's my big why
Yeah.
doing this business.
Yeah, yeah, that's important to have a why. And I know I want to show a picture here so everybody can see the great success that you've had, right? And all of the wonderful things that you've been able to accomplish with lifestyles, right? So maybe just take us through a couple of the sort of investments that you've made from the lifestyles income that has really, really, sort of skyrocketed your personal success and your wealth as well, right?
Yeah. Of course, my blockbuster story is that I just started with a borrowed 10,000 and now a hotel owner. And maybe this is what I was born to do, that I'm into real estate. Imagine only in 6 years doing the business, I was able to build a hotel. And even myself, I cannot imagine it doing that. But in 3 years before that, 3 years doing the business, I was able to build a house.
Wow.
As you can see, Paul, I've been transferring houses 8 times. Imagine, 8 times.
Yeah.
And my helper told me that in my eighth time, she told me that if ever we're gonna transfer, I gonna quit. And I'm so afraid because I don't know anything about household chores. But really, I was so blessed that 3 years doing the business. Imagine I was able to construct this house, no loan, just my payout every month. I built that for 6 months. And you know what? Why there's a pool? Because we that that playground there is supposed to be a vacant lot. So if in case I cannot complete the house, so I can sell the vacant lot.
Right. Right.
So because at that time I'm not yet really into that network marketing, into these lifestyles, unlike now that more than 70 GMDs, really you can see how successful the industry is, the company is, the business is. But that's what happened. That's why we have a big loan. uh, yeah, it's almost half of the total property. And when we have the money, so we had the pool in that house. And really, that's so exciting because I can't believe it. Imagine I'm less than 40 and I have that house. And when my friends went to our house, she asked me if this house is my mother's house because so big.
Right.
I said to them, no, it's my house because I'm 30s at the time, and they said maybe your husband is a foreigner because here that's what happened. And then no, he's not a foreigner. He just looked like a foreigner because the wife is also looks like a foreigner. But but really, Paul, people are not do not believe with our industry. That's how big the industry is.
Yes.
And if they just know how big the industry is, I know they'll be screaming for it. There's no billboard, big billboard. There's no trucks. There's no warehouse. There's no lot of people in uniforms. There's none.
Right.
And yet, so big income. And not just financial freedom, but also time freedom, total freedom indeed. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
No, I know, and I mean the story's so impressive to be to join the business and to become a global marketing director, and then to become a hotel owner and have all these wonderful homes and cars. I mean, it's an amazing success story. Now, folks, Eva also wrote a book, right? So I've got a copy here. This is my copy, and it's actually signed. GMD Eva was nice enough to sign it when I was in Cebu not long ago. So this book is called "Do the Abnormal and Earn an Abnormal Income." So, Eva, why did you write this?
Where did you get?
Well, you gave it to me. Come on. When I was in Cebu,
Okay.
yeah, I got a nice signed copy. Now tell everybody why did you decide to write this book? What was going on in your life at the time when you decided that you wanted to write this book?
First of all, you're my idol. You wrote a book. That's why I wrote a book also.
Okay, good.
But no, Paul, there are three things you can do for the world, and you know what are they? You drink intra,
Yeah.
you share intra.
Yeah.
No, no. There are three things you can do for the world, and that is planting a tree, have a child,
Mm-hmm.
and write a book.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the three things you can do. And also, of course, there are so many questions about how I made it from a borrowed 10,000 to a hotel owner, and I don't want to explain every time, discuss every time, and to get leverage,
Yes.
I have to write a book.
Yes.
And to be more valuable also to the community. And that's a financial literacy, basic financial literacy, bringing financial literacy to every home. And also that can be a great prospecting tool.
Mm-hmm.
Reading that book, you will never be afraid of network marketing anymore, but you will be in love with network marketing, because that's the only way that the ordinary people will be earning extraordinary income.
Right.
And yeah, that's the journey from building career to building asset.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you talk about a word quite a bit called leverage, right? And leveraging is it's taking a bit of a risk, right? So what would you say to somebody who says, "Oh, I'm not sure if I want to leverage or if I want to borrow money to start this lifestyles business, because I know it's been so great for you and a lot of other people in your organization have sort of benefited from the concept of leverage," right? So what would you say to somebody who says, "Well, I'm not sure if I want to do that"? What's your answer to that?
Maybe you just don't understand what leveraging is. My God, until now, I'm still in love with this industry because of the power of leveraging. Leveraging is the use of supports like time, money, and people to earn more. Until now, I cannot get over. You're only working with 6 and you'll be compensated with 9,330. My God, and even 20% of that will be working just taking 3 tickets per month.
Right.
You'll have more than 1 million per month. My God,
Yes.
that's really amazing, the concept. And I don't think I will go back to my employment anymore with knowing this leveraging. And until the end of my life, I'll be talking about leveraging, because this is the only way that ordinary person can earn extraordinary income, because 24 hours a day really is not enough for you to get rich. You have to be leveraged, and since you cannot be leveraged with money, with people, since you don't have millions yet, then that's the only industry wherein we can be leveraged using the people asset.
Yeah, no, it's great
Yeah.
because it's not, when you talk about leverage, everybody thinks it's only money, but really it's also people, isn't it? And it's your own, it's your time, right? Because you can't, you just said it, you can't work 24 hours a day. But if you have people working in your organization, then your group's working 24 hours a day, because they could be in America, they could be in the Philippines, they could be anywhere, right? So it's really a great concept of thinking about leveraging time, not only money, right?
Yeah, that's for me an unfair advantage. You know what, Paul? I can really differentiate because before I was leveraged, I was still working. During the time I was in maternity
Mm,
labor, my second son,
right.
I was working and I didn't get rich. But here, we went to Holy Land for 3 weeks. And when I get back, I have still my 7-digit income.
Wow.
Wow, that's really the difference there.
Yeah.
So really, I'm so in love with leveraging, and I thank God there's network marketing, because each one of us is a social equalizer. It's leveling the playing field, because before I said to myself, how in the world an ordinary employee can get rich, because I was exposed to a lot of financial statements as an auditor, and I've really seen that you really need money to earn money in a capitalist country like Philippines. But here we're given the chance to be rich, just like what happened to me. As long as you have dreams, you work, and you're willing to learn.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, yeah, you're willing to learn. And I know there's a lot of personal development involved, right? So we've got a picture here. I want you to just take a look at this picture. And this is sort of, you know, I don't even know when this picture was taken, but here you are years later, a dynamic, you know, polished speaker talking about great success, right? Writing the book and becoming a lifestyles distributor, just tell us a little bit and share with our audience a little bit about how that's changed you as a person.
Imagine, Paul, the first time I talked, my upline told me I'll be the testimonier. So I told her, if you put me as a testimonier, I will go home. So when my name was called, I was not there. I really went home. And there's also a time I can still remember, my husband and me joined a Christmas party, and it's manager's party, and my husband told the audience, so they have to introduce the family, and my husband didn't tell me, and he said, oh, here's my wife. She will introduce to you our family. You know what happened, Paul? It's a big fight after that, as in big fight. And my husband told me, what's wrong with that? It's your family. You can introduce our family. It's our family. But right now I can't imagine doing this. You make me a speaker, international gala, uh, before 3,000 people, and there are a lot of speaking here. So really, it's an evolution for me. Truly, every master was once a disaster.
That's a good
And
saying. That's a good
so
saying.
yeah, all skills are learnable. So
Yes.
that's what only can I can say. As long as you're willing, and you're willing to do it, and you're consistently doing it, you're putting actions, you can really do things which can improve you. And here also we have to learn more skills, to be more valuable to people
Mhm.
around us, and they will be blessed. And that's for the community. And yeah, so
No, it's important.
that's very important.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
important. It's important. Now, I want to switch gears just a little bit, and I want to talk about something on a little bit on the lighter side. So, don't show this picture yet, but we have a picture here, ladies and gentlemen. This next picture is right out of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. So, take a look at this, Eva. What do you think of this picture? There's two stories. there, there's now this is. I wish I had a bathtub like this at home, but listen, there's two stories here, right? Now the first one is that my understanding about when you were a little girl, right? There were six siblings. You had six siblings, and there were all girls but one boy. And when you were small, you all had to share one bath towel, right?
Yeah.
and the story goes that the girls would want to get up early so they could be the first one to use the bath towel. But one night, your brother, I don't know who he is, but your brother hid the bath towel in his shirt when he went to bed. And all of you got up in the morning and you were looking for the bath towel and your brother hid it in his shirt so he could be the first one to use it. Is that a true story?
No.
No.
Where did you get that?
Right.
No. Where did you get that? Of course not.
I got that.
But it's true that we only have one towel.
Oh, okay. So the one I think GMD Nera must have told me that story. So maybe she got it. Maybe she got it a little.
She should answer that question.
Yeah.
It's coming from her.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to her next time I see her and ask her about that story.
I'll write that down.
But I also heard the second part of this story is that you like to spend about an hour in the bathroom in the morning, right, to get yourself ready. Now, part of this is mindset, right? So my understanding is that your routine in the morning is sort of based on getting your mindset right, in order to achieve what you want to accomplish. So tell everybody a little bit about how important that is.
Okay, so actually, yes, it's true. Every morning, that's my powerful morning. It's my me time, 45 minutes to 1 hour. I spend that savors as silence, then A, affirmation, B, visualization, E, exercise, R, reading. No, what's R? What's R? And S is scribe.
Okay.
Yeah. R is reading, no? Yes, true. Reading, not arithmetic.
Right.
So yeah, so that's me time. 45 minutes to 1 hour is very important to me, and I have this meditation candle and meditation music. It's very important to me. I have that power, inner power in me. Every time I have that, and there's peace and joy in me, and that's very important for you to have a positive magnet, and by law of attraction, you're gonna attract also positive things. Right. So that's very important to me. Prayer, gratitude, appreciation, things like that in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Yeah. It really is about getting your mindset in the right frame of mind, right? And I know a lot of people who, are lifestyles distributors. It's important because they want to have the right mindset to be positive, talking about the opportunity and talking about the product. So having that routine is like, extremely beneficial, isn't it?
Yes,
now,
really. That will set your day. The tone of your day is dependent on your early morning. Yeah.
Now, the other thing I heard, and you'll have to tell me if this is true, that you don't eat vegetables. Is that true?
Yes.
Whoa, I got it right.
Thank God.
Okay. So
you've done your homework, right?
Yeah. So
and
how do you get your nutrition? How do you get your nutrition then?
Yeah, thank God for your nutria.
Right,
I'm so thankful of your nutria. And they never thought that I'm not eating vegetables, and I can still remember Marjorie D. We had a meeting, and then I was kind of late and she's early, and we're in the restaurant, and since she's still waiting for me, she ordered in advance, and what she ordered, a lot of veggies, and GMD Nera told, oh, she's not eating vegetables. And Marjorie was shocked that I'm not eating vegetables.
Well, how many Nutria Plus are you taking then? Because without eating any vegetables, you've got to be taking some Nutria Plus every day, right?
I asked you and you said 3, so that's what I'm taking. 3 Nutria Plus.
Okay, that's good. No, that's great.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you can in the Philippines, we talk about this all the time. You can take up to 6 a day, with your meals, right? So if you're not eating the vegetables, now, folks, we want you to eat your vegetables, but if you're not, then obviously, and even if you are, then the Nutria Plus, the nutrients are so beneficial, right? So I know you're obviously concerned about your diet, you use all the products, and your lifestyle is very active, right? So we've got a great picture here of you, and this is your handsome husband, Maloney, and your 2 boys, right? And you. So tell us a little bit, share with everybody a little bit about how important, being physically fit is. I know you're very slim and you pride yourself on on looking good and being fit. So what types of things do you like to do with the family for that?
Actually, because we're in the health business, so the first product is ourselves. And the first time people take the product, it's not because of the product, it's because us.
Mm.
We're healthy. That's why we really have to invest our health. And I was telling this to my group that really we have to invest in treadmill, we have to invest in stationary bike so that we will be fit. And just practice more bike, less rice, and not the other way around, Paul. More bike, more exercise, less rice. Because I have this philosophy that the more you eat, the shorter you live.
Yes, well, there's a lot of research around
Lot
that.
of
Absolutely.
lot of pollution. So I really like physical activities, and also I make it a habit. Every time we have this training every Sunday and Monday, while watching that, I am in my treadmill or in my stationary bike,
Right.
just to make sure I won't forget that every week, twice a week, except when I'll be a speaker. So
Yes.
I cannot do that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know it's one of the things we always tell people, and I know you believe in this, is you have to be a product of the product, right? But you also have to be a product of the industry, which is the health industry, and taking the time to exercise on regularly and to live a healthy lifestyle is so important, not only for projecting a good image, but also just because you want to feel the best you can, and you want to have the energy and the right mental attitude to go out and talk to people about this business. And you're a poster kid for that. I got to tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah, and aside from that, I also play tennis. So we have walling here in our house. I'm so blessed to have this house. And sometimes once a week, I go swimming because of the pool. And really, I'm into physical activities also.
Yeah.
I even want to ride with my husband bike for 2 hours. I'm so blessed living here. I'm around the mountain area here.
Hmm.
So really, I have the great opportunity. I'm not having hard time doing that because of that location we have here.
Yeah, yeah. Now, in
Yeah.
that picture that we just showed, we've got your husband and we got your two boys, right? So I want to talk a little bit because I know you're very, very proud of them. And let's show a picture here of Eva's sons. Now, I've got a story here, and I hope this one's true. And that is that when your boys were young, you would tuck them into bed and you would have them say affirmations, right, of positivity, things that they liked about themselves because you believed that created self-confidence, right? So tell us a little bit about that and your influence on your boys.
Yeah. But before that, you should increase the salary of your researcher. She's good.
Didn't get that one right either, right?
Yeah. So yes, that's nice about this business, Paul, because you have time with your kids. And I'm so blessed again to have this industry because when they're high school, they're studying in international school, British school,
Mm.
and 80% of there are picked up by drivers, but us, 20% of people there, students there, are picked up by their mom and dad. So me, aside from that, going to sleep, when I was driving, I always ask them, what are your wins today?
Mm.
So they're gonna be focusing on the positive things because we live in a world duality, negative and positive. And yes, and earlier on, I also attended a seminar by Francis Kong, and he said the best gift you can give to your kids is confidence.
Mm.
So what I did, so before we go to sleep, I asked them who is the greatest, and they said me, and give me 10 reasons why you are the greatest. So they said I am guapo. You know already what guapo
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I'm confident. I'm happy. All those things until they reach 10 things. So that when they sleep, they feel good and they think only of good things. And that's nice because I can see that my kids, I would like to believe that they're confident and we're close also. My son, he's in Europe, and imagine, as in every day, no exaggeration, we he always call every day, and we have this connection. And of course, for my second son, he's with me in this business. He's doing this full time, so really we can talk also. So I'd like to believe that we're close with my sons.
Yeah.
They talk to me about their girlfriends also. So that's nice. I love it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what does it mean to you as a parent to be able to, because not everybody can send their kids to, you know, an international school and get the best education. So what does it mean to you as a parent to have, you know, the lifestyles business that's given you the ability to send your kids and give them that top-notch education? What does that feel like?
I think that's the proudest moment of my life, sending them to the best school. And imagine, Paul, when the eldest son was in grade one, I need to borrow money for his enrollment.
Mm.
But with this business, imagine, he wants to be in to study in Switzerland, the top three most expensive school in the whole world.
Wow.
And I was able to do it, and I was so proud doing that, because for me that's very sad to see that your son wants to enroll in a good school but you cannot afford it, because there are two things: your son must like it, and then you can afford it. And there are some times that the parents can afford but the son won't like to go to a good school. So here, I'm so proud, and for me that's the proudest moment of my life. That's the biggest thing that happened to me in this business, that my son, my family is proud of me, because I was giving them what they want in life. And also the personality growth also. And my son is telling me that with this business, is doing this full time already,
Mm.
that he, with this business, he become more confident, the communication skills is more improved, and the social skills, all those things that, for me, that's priceless, and that's very important for them when they grow up
Yeah.
and they will start their own family also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's a wonderful thing for sure to be able to do that, and you know, it's got to make you feel proud inside. So that's great. Now, Eva, is if somebody, you know, is listening to you today, and there's a lot of people who are going to be listening, and they're hearing this great success story. But what advice would you give somebody today? Let's say they're just thinking of joining Lifestyles, or they've only been, you know, with Lifestyles for a month or so. What advice would you give that person who's just thinking about this company called Lifestyles today? What would you say to them?
Just focus on improving your mindset, because this business, that's what all about. It's you have to grow your mindset for your business to grow. And really here you have to improve yourself, because the pin level, the ladder of success, is just your scorecard of your character building, of your personality growth. And once, and maybe you have hard time having that promotion,
Mm.
because there's something in you that you need to improve on. So it's just a scorecard. And once you have that leadership skill, you have that great mindset, then automatically your pocket, your income will start to grow also. So focus on your growing your mindset. And because here, for me, there are two things that you can be successful. And the first one is you should be in the right opportunity. The second one, you should have the right mindset or the right attitude. And it's a blessing if you are in the right opportunity, because for me, that's the rarest. I mean, that's the hardest of the two, getting the right opportunity, because having that right attitude is already a choice, but having that right opportunity is a blessing, is a gift, and you have to take it. For I believe that all of us have this big break, and but not all are rich. For people sometimes don't grab every
Mm.
opportunity. That's why the right opportunity just pass you by. So really here that you are in the right opportunity, then you are 50% successful. The only thing that you have to improve is your mindset, is your attitude. And there are a lot of training here. Every hour, every day, there's a lot of training here for you to grow, so
Yes.
your business.
Yeah.
to grow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all believe, lifestyles, the opportunity is still tremendous, especially in the Philippines and around the world. And, we see the growth happening everywhere. In your organization, I know, is one of the fastest growing organizations in the entire company. And you've got a lot of growth happening everywhere. So obviously it's a combination of, taking advantage of that opportunity and having the right mindset. So that's great advice to give everybody. And Eva, I want to thank you for coming on. I mean, really, really appreciate it. Great to hear all your insights. And I know everybody who's watching is going to get a lot of inspiration from this. So, it wasn't that painful, right? It was pretty okay being in the leader chat room, right?
Yeah. So nice, the experience. Level up.
Yes.
Level up the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Eva, for being with
Yeah.
us, and really, really appreciate it.
Thank you also.
And you have a great morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Paul.
Well, folks, there you've heard it, right from Global Marketing Director from Cebu City, Eva Aradillos. Thank you very much, Eva, for being with us today in the Leader Chat Room. Folks, great advice from Eva. Taking advantage of the opportunity, and lifestyles is a tremendous opportunity. And then having the right mindset, staying positive. You can see what it's done for her and all the great success. And we tell people all the time, if it can happen to these folks, it can happen to you. So if you're new and you're thinking about joining, now's the time to get started and go on that great lifestyles journey, and hopefully you'll have the same success that we've experienced here with showing you Eva's story. So thanks again to Global Marketing Director Eva Aradillos. And don't forget, folks, next special mystery guest, I want to give you the date here. It's going to be Wednesday, October 6th at 8 p.m. Philippines time. That's when we're going to have our next guest on the Leader Chat Room. Until then, that's it for now from the Leader Chat Room in Toronto, Canada. Paul Kramer saying goodbye to everybody, and good morning.